back home. Okay, this is it. This is Crete. This is Crete. But it shows that they have melanin in their skin. Okay, it shows that they ain't no cracker gonna get that dark, cause skin cancer gonna kill his ass before he get that dark. Okay, if he get that dark, you better believe he gonna. It'll be a year from now. His ass will be up at the clinic. You understand? Getting patches of skin carved off of his ass with that melanoma on it. Okay? So, you know, the doctor had already told them that skin, you know, that sun tanning is death for the white man. The doctors tell them that. But they continue to, because they know that it's only through the coloration that they have any type of semblance of humanity. Without no damn melanin, how you know, and then you pale, and the beautiful skin of Africans all over the planet is glistening, and you know, you put the shea on it and it making it shine, you know what I'm saying? They can't stand that. So you know, they can't, you know, they, as soon as the sun come out, and they've been looking at they ugly ass all winter, and they've been looking and just, you know, and they hate themselves. They hate themselves. And so they can't wait for the sun to come out. And so I'm showing you that even though it may have been, quote unquote, a European type in the region, you can tell that this is some intermixture in these people. But predominantly African. Predominantly African. Now look, this is the Minoan peoples on the island of Crete. Deep, rich melanin. Okay, that's an African right there. There's no doubt about it. Because look at this cracker. He cannot get that. Do you see this? This cracker is on his deathbed. If this cracker's whole body got that dark, do you know what the hell type of, that cracker would be in the hospital? That's right. Yeah. Period. Yeah. This cracker is, look at him. He's hurt. Right. He's hurting. Yeah. If he didn't, that shit that damn dark, he's hurt. And he's laughing with his stupid ass. But this show you what he is. Yeah. And so it goes back to our Nubian ancestors and their production and manufacturing of all things that they needed. Okay? Now, the ostrich. To show you that all of the zoo types are indigenous to Africa. So when people talking about that the civilization of Egypt came from on the outside, tell them to prove it. Okay? If you go out of town, you from the D, you know you're going to rock that old English D, wherever you go. If you coming from New York, you know they're going to put on their Yankees hat. If you coming from L.A., they're going to wear the Lakers. They're going to rock the symbols of where they come from. So if a people come from somewhere else, then we should expect that wherever they came from, they brought something with them. And we contend that all of the zoo types on the walls of ancient Egypt, Nubia, Ethiopia are indigenous to Africa. What did they bring with them? That's all I'm asking. You show me. So when you look at the ostrich, this shows you on this map where they're indigenous to. Do the research, fam. That's something everybody here can do. You want to do some homework? Look up all the zoo types in ancient Egypt. Find out where they located, where their origins at. And when you find one that's not indigenous to Africa, you come and see me. I guarantee you that they all indigenous. Now, the Ethiopian ostrich feather, the Nubian origins of Kemet. So you study, when you look at these right here that the Nubians bring up, you can see them right there. That's a saw. Those are the ostrich feathers in a saw's hat. That's my art. Let's show you where the knowledge came from. Damn it. Y'all got to look. I mean, it ain't, a lot of people think it's something deep. And it's not. It's deep. But the reason why it's hidden because it's so simple. And niggas always trying to find some complex goddamn theory to explain, and it's so simple. You know? Nigga, don't make up shit. Don't create shit. It's right here on the walls. It's right here on the walls. Right there. Showing you the Ethiopian ostrich feathers. Okay, this right here is almond. This is the hairdress of almond. You see right here, Again, this is and you can tell the blue represents a sky deity. When you see blue in their face, that represents a sky deity. Matter of fact, wait a minute. That's not almond. That's Shu right there. If I'm not mistaken, that's Shu. I'll look it up and get it right. Okay. You see the leopard? See the leopard? Sacred to the priesthood. Sacred to the priesthood. Okay. Let's look at that deeper. That's the temple of Beit El Wali, Lord Nubia. So if you happen to go online, you need to look it up. Write it down. Go look it up. You ain't got to take my, what you see up on the screen for actual fact. Look it up for your damn self. You can see it. You can do this research. So right there, you see, I got to fix that. That came in and out. I'm going to go back. You see, matter of fact, let me fix that now. Zulu's wear them too, Queen. I'm about to get right into it. Okay. Now that's I. That's I. Okay, that's the king that came after Tutankhamun. And he's performing the opening of the mouth on King Tutankhamun. But you see the leopard skin. You see the leopard skin right there on this brother right here, this African priest too. Okay, so was represented. Leopard skins were worn by the Sim priest and the high priest of Ra at Heliopolis. You can look Sim priests up. Write it down. I'm going to have them books again. You come in here without some paper? Because y'all ain't remembering this shit. I didn't remember it. I had to write this shit down. This is only after 20 years that I can remember this. So y'all need to be writing this shit down because y'all not equipped like that. Okay?
Don't you have a DVD coming out on you?
That don't mean nothing. I got a DVD coming out, but when you write it, it goes up in the brain.
Right.
See, when you look at the DVD, you always gonna run back to the DVD, which is cool. But when you write, it does something to the brain that only writing does. Writing does it. When you write that information down, you retain it in your brain. I'm telling you what I know. I wouldn't give y'all that information. Dr. Ben to cuss you out. Dr. Clark used to cuss niggas out. Where the damn recorders at? Where the papers at? I'm telling you. I had to get on myself because I'm going to tell you that's what made me a better lecturer, a better teacher, was the writing part.
You had too much to say and I can't write that fast.
All right then. Well, I'm going to slow it up. Fast or slow, it don't make no difference. I'm going to give it to you. Guarantee you. But anyway, we'll keep it moving. I'll make sure y'all get it again. We're going to go over this again and again. I just want y'all, get y'all some note cards. Get you some note cards and write the information down. You can just take a note card and just put Sim Priest. You ain't got to write it all. Just little, key words. That's what note cards is, for key words. You know what I'm saying? Right. The cash skin shows you the universal brotherhood of the priest system. So just like the queen was just mentioning, she was mentioning the Zulus. These are some brothers, I don't know, I think this brother right here is from South Africa. And one of these brothers, but it's universal all over the continent. So you see right here in Egypt, you see the African culture that has been passed down into Egypt from Southern Africa. Come on, brother, you good, family. Come on in. Now you're dealing with when the brothers went across the water. Okay, now this is in Olmeca land, which you call America today. Now the Olmecs was the first, the oldest, I don't give a damn what nobody tell you. Okay, a lot of people always conjuring up some shit where, it's some other civilization that preceded the Olmec. Show me where the shit at. Show me the architecture. Show me the writings. Show me the graves. Show me this. They can't show you. So when we talking about architecture, we're talking about the oldest language that they got written on anything over here is Olmeca. I got the facts. I went down there and seen it for myself. Okay? And so when you look at the pyramid structure and you look at, the way it's laid out on the same African platform as Giza, Teotihuacan. I seen it. I seen the same deity. So what the Africans did, they didn't make them wear the leopard skin because they knew that there were no leopards here. That the jaguar was, so they didn't force the culture on them. They showed them how they deified nature, and they came here, and what they saw here, they deified. The jaguar skin, or the jaguar was the sacred cat that was sacred on this land. And so they deified the jaguar. Now, this is in India. Now, this is the priest of Shiva. You can look Shiva up. S-H-I-V-A. And if I go on here right now, which I can stop, I'm going to show you. Because we got the internet up. And so I'm glad the queen, I mean, we just really going to have a ball in here. We just going to really have a ball. Because we can go up on the internet and we can really bring some of this up. Just type in Shiva. Okay? You type in Shiva, we can go to images. Okay? And if you type and you pull it up, bingo. 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 This is Shiva. Okay? And what you're going to see at the bottom, what you see? The tiger. See the tiger? That's the brotherhood. That's the brotherhood. Okay, that they took off. And so in India, they deified the tiger. You know, is it just a coincidence? Nigga, just, you know, everybody wearing cats and shit? just everybody walking, you know, nobody conscious of nobody. We just all wearing cats and shit. Okay then. It's just that we didn't force like the white man. We didn't force our culture on nobody. Yes, sir.
So, I guess the reason why the Europeans don't show that connection with the leopard is because that proves that their culture came from the south. I mean, especially Egypt.
Well, they're not going. They're not going to show because they're trying to prove it belongs to them.
Right.
So they're not going to show you nothing in relationship to proving that this is a civilization of African origin. They have denied it, but the thing is, what, you know, up into the 19th century, all through their writings, Egypt was a black man's land. It was a black man's land. But when the French, when Napoleon and the British went, because really, technically, Egypt was unheard of in Europe. You know, they had lost shit. They had lost themselves. Shit, the Arab, and well, not just the Arab, the Africans, the Muslims brought the Greek philosophers back to them. They had lost their own masters. So it was the Islamic world that reintroduced Socrates, Plato, Aristotle back into Europe. So they had lost them down self. They didn't know nothing about Egypt. So now when Napoleon and the British, when they conquered Egypt, for the first time, they got a chance to see it. And out of that come Freemasonry, all of that. That's why anytime you go into any of them old cemeteries and you see them obelisks and whatnot, that was the explosion, the Egyptian explosion after they went back into Egypt. Okay.
Say civilizing African, same.
Right. They did. Okay, now this is in Elam. Mendy. This is in Elam. This is Iran. Okay? This is the brotherhood in Iran. And J.A. Rogers hit me to this particular that they also wore the cat skin. So you can, you know, don't sleep on J.A. Rogers.
No, whatever.
J.A. Rogers, Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark said that J.A. Rogers did more than any single man to bring in black African history back to our people.
Yes, he did.
J.A. Rogers, and I see you got, you know, words have different meanings, but when I use the word beast, y'all know what it means. J.A. Rogers is a beast.
Yeah,
cheating on them crap.
He's the one started me selling books.
Man, J.A. Rogers, you got to have J.A. Rogers. Yeah. I mean, because he's a easily read scholar too.